Hello everyone, this is Ryan. I'm going to be explaining oamoamau's Great Migration. This is the beast, and here we go on the explanation. I'm going to read the text in front. This informational text is not just roleplay and fluff. In fact, it will direct you to where your questions are. So, the living land phenomenon has been discovered to indeed be a surprising elusive and massive turtle with entire ecosystems along its back of swimming right through the land. It appears every few thousand years these beings migrate for mating. Tragically, the last living male, oamoamau, is making his attempt to swim to the last living female, Baroa Tau. Not only are these beautiful beasts in danger of extinction, but they clean oceans, making trade and sea travel easier. Oamoamau will swim through the land from one corner of the map to the other corner over the course of 6 turns, starting next week and ending on turn 34. Uh, if you want to know how it travels, you can come down to oamoamau's trajectory. I'm not going to break that down today, as it's pretty nitty gritty about how I'm going to be creating the trajectory. So you don't need to know this. That's just if you're confused as to why oamoamau is swimming where he is. You can go there and you'll find out. Um, he will destroy everything in front of him. See oamoamau's destruction. Okay, we'll go down and see what that means. Everything in front of him will be destroyed. This includes buildings, military units, items, colonized hexes, resources, lands, and world wonders. A kingdom that owned one of these before listed will lose 1 happiness when it's destroyed. It's important to remember that he's going to be covering all of the land on 1 turn. So he may cover 10 hexes on 1 turn when he just, boom, he moves. So that, do with that what you will. Next, we are going to move to, um, but he will create a grand river behind him. See oamoamau's wake. Okay, that's next. Behind him, he will leave a river. If oamoamau lives, this river will become rich with not only water hex type, but currency hex type. It will be a new hex type in the game. The Poacher Special Military Unit will be able to travel down this river for free. That is where we'll now go down and talk about the Poacher's military unit. Each kingdom becomes witnessing to the Poaching Special Military Unit. Only for the duration of this event, poachers can be purchased rather than made like normal. They can be bought for 5 currency for 1 unit. The poachers do D8 for attack and defense. Their special is that they can travel down oamoamau's wake for free. Otherwise, they have 5 movement, and their dice type goes up to a D12 when they are not fighting oamoamau or not on a water resource hex. That does mean that you get to keep them after this event if you wish. Um, awesome. Sounds good. Next, we will go up and continue reading. However, balls like oamoamau have incredible amounts of treasure and valuable inside their shells, making them incredibly valuable for poachers. Oh, okay. Sweet. We just covered that. Protecting oamoamau's life will do great deed for the people of the realms. Not to mention, it will cleanse the world's waters. See oamoamau survives. Killing them, however, will be a great break for your kingdom's needs in the form of insurmountable wealth. See oamoamau is killed. Okay, so now we'll go over, before we talk about the start, we'll go over the end really quickly. So we'll go down and see oamoamau survives and oamoamau dies. Okay, here's survives. If he survives, each water hex in the river will have a 1/3 chance to become a water resource hex, a 1/3 chance to become a currency hex, and a 1/3 chance to be blank. So that's a 2/3 chance that you'll have a new resource there. All previous existing water hexes will have a 1/4 chance to become water and a currency hex. That means the entire map I'm going to roll for each hex to see what it's going to become. Finally, all kingdoms will gain oamoamau's boon 1 time. Now that boon is right here. The boon is each time you gain the boon, So if oamoamau survives, it'll be 1. You choose one of the following. You can either A, get a magical item, 2, get 10 free KP, 3, get 2 happiness, or 4, get 20 resources of your choice. However, if oamoamau is killed, the kingdom who dealt the final blow will gain 50 victory points, and in the shell of the beast, the kingdom will find oamoamau's boon 8 times. So that means this choice right here, you get to make 8 separate times, choosing whatever you want to each time. Next will be Omoam. Okay, before it begins, the good news is that kingdoms will have a brief period before he begins to journey up to prepare for their course of action. And then we'll go see this turn before. And you can plan on whether you want to occupy him and then see occupying a Momoau. So this is where it might get a little confusing, but I'm gonna break that down. So, this turn before, all kingdoms will have 1 turn to prepare for his travel. During this turn, um, they will operate. This turn will operate differently than usual. See, the rules will apply only this turn and go back to normal after. So, this turn that we have right here will be slightly different, and this is going to be what is different. And then after this turn, it will go back to normal. So, this is your only chance. Any military units can be immediately sent to Oumuamau's starting location, regardless of movement or distance. Moving military units anytime after this turn and continuing on must be moved by normal movement. Choosing to war Oumuamau during this turn before he sets sail will instead be fought after this turn, but before he moves his first distance. And this is done so that you can kill him before he moves, but also giving other kingdoms a chance to show up and occupy with him. So essentially, at the beginning of next turn, I will know 2 very important things. First thing I will know is who wants to essentially like teleport their units there. The second thing I will know is if somebody is planning to war him. If they are planning to war him, we'll do that at the very beginning of next turn before he moves at all. Choosing to war Oumuamau on any turn after this will take place after he is moved at the beginning of the turn. In other words, he moves first, then the kingdoms attack. Okay, awesome. Um, so this is your only chance to kill him before he starts moving at all. Next is occupying Oumuamau. As long as you send 1 military unit to Oumuamau on this turn before, or later if you want to catch up using your regular movement, right? You will count as occupying with him, granting you the following benefits. So these following benefits go for any turn as long as you get a military unit up to him. All of these will be good. You will know how many other military units of which kingdoms are also occupying him. You will only know this at the beginning of turn, not for this turn before, since kingdoms may join later in the week. Yes, so every turn after this one, you will know, hey, Hajim's got units here, Hearth's got units here, and so on. You will be notified if any other military units join, so everyone will know. You will be notified of if any kingdom wars Oumuamau, and you can immediately decide to join. However, you must spend you must spend weaponry, that should say, to arm your units. Can be taken from next turn's KP if you wish. Your kingdom will also lose 1 happiness per Oumuamau's destruction, as if your kingdom is being destroyed. That's if you put a unit there. It's not easy on your people to stand by and watch what happens. Units will automatically move with Oumuamau regardless of movement as long as they're occupying with him. So if Oumuamau is moving at 10 units, 10 hexes per unit, then your military units will move with them. Okay, that is pretty much it. It's important to state that only the poachers can travel down Oumuamau's wake for free, which makes them obviously very dangerous because they could just travel to any open area and then immediately swim down. And you are open to purchase these poachers starting right now if you wish. Um, okay. Well, I think that explains all of it. You have 1 week before anything actually happens, so please ask questions now. Um, there will be very little sympathy if you guys wait of 2 or 3 weeks and then go, "Oh, I was a little unsure of how it worked." Ask all the questions now, and we will figure it out late, as it goes. Awesome, thanks. Bye.